Greetings, fellow gorehounds, and welcome back to Blood Splattered Cinema, where I put the laughter back into slaughter. And this week I'm feeling a little lonely. But don't you worry, because I found this little honey downtown, and she only cost about $20. Score? Frankenhooker, a terrifying tale of sluts and bolts. Shit, I got nothing to add here, except I really wish I came up with that. But ignore the tagline for a moment and check this shit out. If you only see one movie this year, it should be Frankenhooker, says Bill Murray? Well, shit, if Peter Venkman thinks it's good, then we gotta check it out, but, I think this might be a little too potent for us mere mortals, so, how's about we water it down a bit? Now it's a sunken hooker. Anyway, aside from being the most lecherous Mary Shelley adaptation ever produced, except for, this one, Frankenhooker is also the reanimated brainchild of one Frank Henenlotter, otherwise known as the writer-director of the Basket Case trilogy. Frank's one of those guys I'm actually shocked I haven't talked about yet, as he was a huge part of my childhood. And I'm not just saying that because he was a rotund man. Seriously though, I must have rented Brain Damage alone about 100 times, which believe you me was some of the worst anti-drug education I could have ever received, but I digress. The point is, Frank's films captured my imagination in ways few films did, and I can't pinpoint the exact reason why. Was it the quirky sense of humor? Was it New York? Was that it? Or maybe it was just Gabriel Bartalos' amazing creature work. I don't know, and quite frankly, I don't care. Because for one reason or another, the films were just plain awesome, and with them came a whole lot of tits. Come to think of it, it was probably that last thing. That was probably why. And this week I'll be discussing Frank's most titillating film to date. So erect those lightning rods and be sure to empty out your wallets, because this week's Streetwalker Shocker is none other than Frankenhooker. Oh shit. I think I just got the clap. Wait, is this Frankenhooker or my bootleg copy of The Brain That Wouldn't Cry, the long-lost sequel that some critics have described as a must-see tear withholder? But non-existent sequels aside, we're immediately introduced to a mad scientist named Jeffrey Franken, because I guess adding the hooker would have been a little too apropos.
Now follow my hand. Look at the hand. Just follow the hand.
Okay, that eye is not following your hand. Your hand is clearly following that eye. Seriously, Jeffrey, I'm starting to doubt your commitment to sparkle motion here. So despite being a basement-dwelling sociopath who operates on corpses he got from who the fuck cares, Jeffrey is actually in a relationship with a woman named Elizabeth Shelley, because I guess calling her Mary would have been a little too Frankenhooker unbound.
Trouble? Nah, same old thing. Jeffrey's too strange and I'm too fat.
Too fat? Her? No, movie. I'll show you fat. That point being made, however, I would like to point out that actress Patty Mullen's supposedly wearing a fat suit here, but yeah, kinda hard to tell. Enough weight watching though, because I have a sinking suspicion the former Penthouse Pet is about to shave off her last few underpadded pounds anyhow. She really should have known. Anyway, Jeffrey loses his goddamned mind and concocts a plan to bring Elizabeth back using recently deceased body parts, but before he can figure out where to get said body parts, he's interrupted by his mother, played by none other than Mary Hartman herself, Louise Lasser, whom I can only describe as a carton-a-day smoker.
I feel like sometimes I'm plunging headfirst into some kind of black void of sheer, utter madness or something.
Do you want a sandwich?
Fuck yeah, I want a sandwich! I'm all about that fucking sandwich! Tastes like psychosis.
Kill everyone. space freely.
Later that night, Jeffrey sneaks into his mad scientist garage, which, based on this obscenely large fan, appears to be located somewhere within my computer case. He then pulls Elizabeth's head out of, Ivan's ooze, I guess, and romances her with wine and 3-day-old pizza.
Here's to you, to us, to new beginnings.
And here's to the new blood, to takes Manhattan, but not to you goes to hell. You just get this burnt toast. Now kill yourself. After learning that a tablecloth is a piss-poor substitute for a maxi pad, Jeffrey reveals his plan to resurrect his dead girlfriend to his dead girlfriend. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Can't go all Herbert West on a girl without her consent. That would just be inconsiderate.
Can't you picture yourself in this body kneeling on Ma's couch in the basement?
Oh, Jeffrey, you had me at Mom's couch. Following dinner, Jeffrey watches a weather report hosted by the cool ghoul himself, Zachary of Zachary at Large fame. So basically, this film's got some straight-up horror host cred, which is pretty damn rad if you ask me. Anyway, Zachary warns Jeffrey he's got but 2 days before Hurricane Plot Convenience arrives, which means he's also got just 2 days to find a replacement body. He takes this information about as well as you'd expect.
Okay, I gotta get some stewardesses.
I seriously can't tell if he's trying to tighten his screws or pull them off completely. Also, isn't like the reanimated corpse supposed to have the screws? Jeffrey concludes the best way to find a recently deceased body is to make one deceased yourself, so he heads to 42nd Street to find himself a prostitute. Because hookers are disposable, right? Right?
God damn it, how come every time we try to kill a prostitute, we end up making a Frankenhooker instead?
Want a date? Looking for some action? Got some stems?
Well, maybe we'll get it right next time. You gotta admit, she's pretty hot though.
Oh man, I love myself some New York City B-roll, especially the kind that features real hookers conducting real business. Ooh, scandalous. And in case you were wondering, Frank acquired this footage by filming out the side of a van and not giving a single fuck about legal permits. A glorious case of guerrilla filmmaking at its sleaziest. That being said, however, the girls on this corner were merely paid extras, and you can clearly tell the difference by the distinct lack of gonorrhea.
I'm not used to seeing that.
You're a Jersey boy, ain't you?
Actually, I'm more of an American Sniper kind of guy.
Well, as long as it's not J. Edgar, that makeup was awful.
Sorry, Clint, I know it was low-hanging fruit, but someone had to eat it. Anyway, Jersey Boy here shows off some fat stacks, which gets him a one-way ticket to meet the head pimp himself, Zorro, the, not-so-masked Avenger. By the way, I'm watching the uncut version of Frankenhooker because apparently shots of druggies taking drugs would have been far too much for our fragile adult minds in 1990. Huh. I wonder what the MPAA were so afraid of.
Oh man, this is a really good movie. I'm liking the shit out of this. I just don't know. Probably give it to wait. What? Is that motherfucker smoking crack? Is that motherfucker cracking it up too? Holy shit! Hey, you! Give me all your crack! Hey, stop running! I just wanted your crack! I just wanted your crack! Oh, hey, there it is. Thanks, Hobo Steve.
You gorehounds, the beating, dripping ooze. Welcome to the lair of the horror guru. Watch real close.
Oh. Oh no, no one should eat that.